Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's FAFO Day. Faff around and find out, part 1. We have a whole day of events lined up for you to show you how you can always win, how to recognize a stock, a good business to buy, a good asset to buy, when to buy it. Understand you can always rely on fools to pump and dump. You can always rely on politicians to make mistakes, lie, manipulate. It's a game. Once you recognize the game and see the patterns, you always win. And to celebrate this day, we have our very own range, a one-day special. Faff around and find out the Lucasades. We have our very own mug, t-shirt, hats, hoodies, everything to support the cause of FAFO. Faff around and find out. And today I'm going to show you how you can beat the market. You might win one day, you might lose the next day. You might lose the battles, but you always win the war. The market today is down, but I'm up 2%. And it's not because of margin. Let me show you how to do it. Let me show you all my trades. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you my journey. And I'm showing you also behind the scenes, the most powerful contacts that share me the best information in the world. What is this? I'll show you more. I gave you a little hint later on. Some of the most powerful women in Texas. That's there. That's in our Discord. I'll come on to all that later. So today in the live stream, we're going to break everything down. We're going to be here for several hours. We're going to break each thing down into individual videos, part 1 through to maybe part 10. We'll see how it goes. We have live Q&A, live support, all my live trades, all my winning trades, everything that you need, and a one-day special of FAFO. Shall we get started? How you can win with XRP, crypto, Google, Coca-Cola, and of course the S&P 500 with tariffs. How can you always win? I'm going to share with you. First of all, please tap the like button. Let's get into part 1. Has everyone tapped the like button? Now, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much indeed. If you want to be part of the FAFO day, it'll end at the end of this this day. When the bell goes, the closing bell, it's over and it's done. And all of these items will be gone. What are we talking about? MartynLucasShop.com, the FAFO range of products, bumper stickers to hats to t-shirts. I'm wearing it all today. It's in the studio, and you have just by the end of this day today, when the bell rings to get it. There's a link pinned in the top as well, the FAFO range. Get yourself something from the shop. Okay. You can also see in the chat, I've also got my Discord. I'll onboard everybody to Discord today, where you will see my 24-hour trades, how I'm always winning, what I shared with everyone last night when I bought with conviction. And we said a red or green day. You all said, well, 60% of you said red. Let me look at the poll right now. It says 60% red. It's a very green day. It's red if you invested badly, but if you invested wisely, it's a very good day. And this has nothing to do with margin. Right, part 1. Let's get straight into it. Our XRP update. This is important. The full philosophy and analysis will come at the end. We're going to break down all the news, and then all the philosophy of how to choose stocks and how to balance it all out will come at the end. So shall we get started? I think we should. Look at my crypto position today, $108,000 just about there. So let's go into XRP and bring you the first story of the day. Are you ready? Let's get straight into it. So, Societe Generale launches Euro stablecoin. The $1.8 trillion bank deployed its MiCA compliant stablecoin to XRPL for institutional scaling. This is a big deal, folks. Many of you missed this story. Of course, it was in our newsletter, and I'll give you the link for that right now. There it is. There is the newsletter with a 25% discount. You can see the t-shirt just up there. That's the back of it. Lucasades on the back with the logo. Pretty cool, right? Let's carry on. XRPL activates permissioned DEX. New XLS 81 infrastructure allows for regulated institutions to trade on-chain using KYC verified order books. SBI Holdings issues XRP bonds. Japan's financial giant launched a 10 billion yen bond offering XRP wards to onboard retail investors. This is a big story missed by most people, and if I'm honest, shared badly on social media. People got it all wrong. Now, we also gave you the chart. There is our chart, okay? I'm not going to go into the charts at all this morning, but if you want to go and take a closer look at the chart for XRP, we break it all down for you. It's in the newsletter, and there is the newsletter link in the chat. All right, let's carry on with our XRP special. We've got a lot to bring you this morning. So XRP is trading at $1.38, or it was just a few moments ago, heading into the weekly candle close, which would mark the lowest weekly close since the week of November the 11th, 2024. Zoom out, though, for the 3-day chart, and the picture is clear. We're in a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows, and we called this bear market months ago. I told everybody that I'd be selling at the top and the market would go down, and everyone hated me for it. Well, now look at my portfolio. We're about to hit another all-time high again, despite the market being down. All my Discordians and all my Electrum members had all the trades. If you saw all my trades, if you are Electrum or Discord, please share in the chat right now. If you saw all of my trades, you know I've been telling you the truth. I've been sharing all my trades. Put in the live chat now so we can be verified. It's important. So we called this bear market many months ago, and when it wasn't popular, and nothing on the chart has changed that view. The trend is your friend until it breaks, and it hasn't broken. You can see the descending parallel channel that's been guiding price action since the July 2025 highs near $3.80. XRP is currently sitting right around the middle of that channel, getting back above the upper boundary and reclaiming $2 would be the first real sign that the trend is shifting. Until that happens, every bounce is just a potential lower high until proven otherwise. This stuff is important. It's all provided by Sensei in the newsletter. There is the newsletter. Join us all day today for a FAFO event. Faff around, find out. Don't know what's going on. That's what all the t-shirts, the hoodies, the hats are supporting today. And all our Lucasades and all our Discordians are winning. You can see in the chat, everyone is telling you in the live show. And please comment to this video afterwards as well that you knew all these trades ahead of time. Yeah, and that is the trap. It is the trap. Yes, we can get sudden upswings. A squeeze back towards $1.80 or even $2 is entirely possible with this structure. But the people who get hurt in downtrends are the ones who mistake a bounce for a reversal. Now, this is why we share with you all about lot selling. Crypto investors, crypto gamblers don't understand it. We teach it on our Discord server, and our Electrum members have all of my trades, all of my lot selling, tax advantages, many positions that you can always win on. We share it with you all on Electrum and Discord. If you know that I share my trades on Discord and Electrum, please share it in the chat 24 hours a day. So these trends are simply a bounce for a reversal. Be careful. Assuming this time is different without the chart confirming it. Exactly. Charts are important, but not for me. I focus on dealing with the people that work at the businesses. I speak to people. I've got friends at Ripple, Bank of America, Robinhood. I've got lots of CEO, hedge fund managers, and of course, those ladies who I showed you a few moments ago, some of the most powerful women in Texas. I shared it with you. I put it on the screen. I'll tell you more about it later. Very important. Okay, below the $1 is not off the table. Okay, it can go lower. We've said this. If you've heard me say repeatedly, it can go to $1, let me know in the chat that I said that. Okay, people are commenting about my hoodie. It's the FAFO hoodie. Find her out, faff around and find out. They're selling out. It's a one-day special. When the bell goes, that's it. It's gone and it's done. A one-day event. So below the $1 is not off the table. It can certainly happen. And if we break the $1, the next support sits around 75 cents. That really can happen, lining up with the lower channel boundary and late 2024 structure. That doesn't mean we get there, but being prepared for it is how you survive bear markets. Absolutely right. All of this is provided in our very own newsletter, award-winning #2 bestseller on Substack, the #1 place for financial newsletters. So, Sensei's levels are this. All my shorter term levels from last week still hold. Nothing has changed. If you want the specific support zones, bounce areas, and the levels where I'm looking, this is Sensei, I'm looking to add to my long-term bag or take a trade. Go back to last week's newsletter. Sometimes it's good to zoom in and zoom out and look at bigger picture. This is that chart that we're sharing on the screen. Now, Sensei will take shorts. I never do. I never short the market. I don't see the point. It's not for me. I understand why traders do it. I'm a trader, of course, and a long-term investor, but I never ever short the market. I'm not interested in doing that. I don't even look to do options or any of those things. So it just doesn't interest me at all. So anyway, let's move on. The next part of our story will be the Ripple effect. This is going to be part 2 of an XRP special. And at the end, I'll break down the psychology of investing and how I'm always winning and who those ladies are and so on and so forth. So I hope you've all tapped the like button. I hope you click subscribe and ring the bell. If you all done that, fantastic. In the chat right now, if you're watching this live, is the FAFO shop. There it is. Faff around, find out. Get confused by the markets and you always lose. Understand what's going on and you always win. There is the shop, martynlucasshop.com. I've dropped it in the chat. We're going to end part 1, go into part 2 with the Ripple effect. Psychology of investing will be at the end. Don't forget to join Discord if you want all of my trades. Always winning, never losing, and I share everything with you. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I'm not really ending this for those watching live. It's just a video being made later. Over here and over here, I'll put the event for today. I'll put it all in a big playlist, the FAFO event day, and I'll put the link to the shop. When the bell goes, so does all the FAFO merchandise. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, part 2 of the Ripple effect. Let's get straight into it. It's a big day today. We're showing you how you can always win. This is not financial advice. I'm wearing the FAFO, faff around and find out t-shirts, hoodies, mugs. We've got it all for you today. So if you'd like that, it's pinned to the top. It's also below in the comments and everywhere. But when the bell goes, it's all over. There are no more merchandise for the FAFO range. It's a one-day special event. Let's go into the Ripple effect and let's get straight into it. It's a big day today. How you can always win. We put this out. This is the XRP Ripple effect. If you've not yet tapped the like button, please do and consider subscribing to our channel. We'd much appreciate it. Okay, we've got 8 minutes before the bell goes. We are making this video during a live stream. All my events are made live. What is the Ripple effect? And let's get straight into it. What does it mean? Well, 1.8 trillion bank just put its euro stablecoin on the XRP ledger. This is a very big deal. Societe Generale, one of Europe's largest banks with approximately 1.8 trillion in assets, has deployed its MiCA compliant Euro stablecoin, Euro coin convertible, which is the EURCV, onto the XRP ledger. Wonderful. Most of you missed this. EURCV was already live on Ethereum. since April 2023 and Solana since June 2025, with a partial deployment on Stellar also announced in early 2025, making XRPL either the third or fourth chain, depending on Stellar's current operational status. SG Force Geo, Jean-Marc Stenger, said that the launch reinforces our commitment to offering next-generation compliant crypto assets that promote transparency, security, and scalability. Access is restricted to onboarded institutional clients who pass SG Force's KYC and AML checks. EURCV's total issuance currently sits at approximately 65.8 million. And that is in euros, which is $77.7 million. Big deal, folks, this is. The launch lands in the middle of a significant growth period for tokenized real-world assets on XRPL. By mid-February, the ledger had welcomed approximately 1.3 billion in tokenized RWA in 2026 alone, already surpassing all of 2025's. Total RWA value on the network reached roughly 2.33 billion, including stablecoins, by February the 19th, outpacing Solana, Polygon, Avalanche in 30-day growth rate. It's worth noting, however, a single tokenized energy commodity, JMWH on Just Token, contributed $861 million in January alone. That's meaningful growth, but not yet diversified growth. Important. If you just tuned in, you are part of our big FAFO day. Faff around and find out. We are launching a special range of merchandise today, which will end by the end of today's bell. I'm wearing the hat, the hoodie, the mug, the t-shirt. It's all in martynlucasshop.com. Because if you faff around, you find out. We're covering the tariffs, how to always win. How am I up today? Nearly 2% when the market is down, and it has nothing to do with margin. At the end of our XRP special, I will share with you the full analysis and psychology of investing. All done live. Stick with me all day. So if you want to become a member of our channel, there's the membership link during the live show, and there is Discord. We'll onboard you all today, where you will get one-on-one support, and you will see all of my winning trades, my bank account, and absolutely everything. Let's carry on. A systematically important European bank choosing to deploy a regulated stablecoin on XRPL is a credibility signal that goes beyond crypto native adoption. SG Forge is the digital assets arm of a bank that answers to the ECB and French regulators. But that said, EURCV does not use XRP as backing collateral or a bridge asset. This is important to understand. Let me come back to XRP at the moment. The benefits to XRP are indirect: more institutional grade assets on the ledger, increased network usage, transactional volume, and the case for XRP is on ledger liquidity in future trading and settlement flows, particularly now that the XLS 81 permission DEX gives regulated institutions a way to actually trade these assets on chain. All right? Okay. So we're now going to go into the next part of our story, which is the XRP activates permissioned DEX for institutional trading. We're going to explain all of that. And at the end of our day today, we're going to explain the importance of this. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Some of the most powerful women in Texas, in America. These are my friends. What's going on here? I'll tell you about it later. But for now, if you're interested, you can get the FAFO range of t-shirts, hats, mugs, and all the rest of it, a one-day special which will end at the end of this day when the bell rings. So tap the like button. Someone just said they've got the mug. Fantastic. Tap the like button. That's Diesel Raider. How are you, mate? And consider subscribing. I will do live Q&A, of course, at the end. All right, so join us on Discord, where I will share all my trades with you. We're now going to go to part 3, all about institutional trading. It's a big day. Click above my head for all the links, down below the description, also pinned in the comments. And over here, the full FAFO day of videos and events you cannot afford to miss. And going down here, you will see at the end of the video, I will show all about the best trades, how I'm always winning, and I'll show you at the end. But down here is the link to the shop, martynlucasshop.com. Stay where you are if you're watching me live. Part 3 is next. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, part 3 of our XRP FAFO day. This is XRPL activates permission DEX for institutional trading. Tap the like button if you're enjoying these live streams or videos, however you're watching it, and consider subscribing. How am I always winning? Look at my position today. Absolutely booming. Why? I'll share with you at the end. The markets are down, and yet I am up 6 grand today. We were up like 12 grand a couple of days ago. How is this happening? And it has nothing to do with margin. It's understanding the markets. Psychology of investing will come at the end. This is all part of our FAFO day. Faff around and find out. Don't have a clue what's going on? Faffing around, making up stories? Well, we're celebrating it today with our shop, martynlucasshop.com. And I'm also giving you our Discord where I meet these ladies, the most powerful women in America. Why is this important? Wait till the last video and you'll find out. Let's get straight into the next part of our story. This is all about institutional trading on XRP. So are you ready? Let's go straight into it. XRPL activates permission DEX for institutional trading. What's all this about? Well, you can find out more details in our newsletter. There's 25% off. Links are below. There you go. Please tap the like button. Oh, we just got another order. Some of the merchandise is now sold out. This is being made live on FAFO day. And at the end of the day, it's gone for it's gone. It's off the shop at the end of the day. Okay, so here we go. XRP Ledger activated the XLS81 permissioned DEX amendment on 18th of February at 10:58 in the morning. UTC time with 82.35% validator approval. Roughly 28 or 34 validators clearing the 80% supermajority threshold. This creates credential-gated order books inside XRPL's native decentralized exchange, where only KYC and AML verified participants can place and accept offers. This is the first permissioned offer that went live seconds after activation. 5.89 XRP for 589 RLUSD, a symbolic nod to the community's 589 meme placed by XRPL validator VET, V-E-T. It was not a genuine institutional trade. Let me explain. So XLS81 worked in tandem with 2 amendments that activated earlier in February. XLS80 activated 4th of February introduced permission domains, allowing administrators to create an on-chain identity zones. XLS85 token escrow activated 12th of February with 88% consensus, extended XRPL's native escrow from XRPL only to all Trustline-based tokens, including stablecoins and tokenized real-world assets. All 3 activated within 14 days. 3 offer types now exist on the DEX. Open exchanged and fully public permissioned, restricted to verified participants, and hybrid that can match in both. The existing open DEX remains completely untouched for retail users. This is important to understand this, and at the end of today, this string of videos, I'll explain the psychology of investing, how I'm always winning, so please do tap the like button and join us all the way through this special event. I'm up 6 grand today. What is going on? Well, we'll show you in a minute. This is the infrastructure banks and brokers actually need to trade on chain while remaining compliant. Without permission trading venues, most regulated institutions simply cannot participate in on-chain markets. That's not a choice, it's a legal constraint. XLS81 removes that barrier on XRPL, positioning the ledger as a serious alternative to private blockchain solutions. It's directly relevant to entities already deploying assets on XRPL. Societe Generale's EURCV, Dubai's tokenized property tokens, and future products like Aviva's tokenized funds all need somewhere compliant to trade. Legitimate concerns exist around liquidity bifurcation, as splitting order flow between permissioned and open pools could thin both sides. The plumbing is now in place. The water hasn't started flowing yet. Very, very important. Now, next in our series will be the SB Holdings, talking about the 10 billion yen blockchain bond with XRP rewards. We're going to break that down for you next. But before I end this, please do tap the like button. It is FAFO Day, and I'm showing you how you can always win. It's a special series of events throughout the day, all done live, all happening on the show live. We've got our very own range of merchandise to support it. This is FAFO. Faff around and find out. That's where you spread false information on social media. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, all with the logos, mugs, you name it, you can get it as a one-day special. It's martynlucasshop.com. I'm dropping that in the chat right now. Also, you can get all my trades on Discord. There is Discord. There's the membership link if you're watching live. And later on, at the end of the series of these videos on XRP Day, I will share with you why these ladies are so important. Ladies of crypto on steroids, the most powerful women in America. And these are my friends. You want to know who I'm talking to? Well, now I'm going to share some information with you live on the show at the end of our series. So next is SBI Holdings launches 10 billion yen blockchain. What's that about with XRP? Well, click above my head and find out. Down below in the description, faff around and you find out. Okay, down here, also pinned here. Over here, the full playlist for the full event. And down here, of course, the shop, martynlucasshop.com, for the full FAFO range. You won't want to miss it. It's all available today. That's it. Stay where you are if you're watching live as we go into the next big XRP story. And at the end will be our psychology of investing. Until then, as always, stay where you are if you're live. Take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, we are back with our next part of our XRP story. How are we beating the market today? We're absolutely crushing it. Is it a surprise? Tariff chaos. That's coming up at the end. You won't want to miss it. And the psychology of investing. How are we beating the market so well? Well, let's break it down. That comes up at the end. Tap the like button. Consider subscribing. Let's get straight into it. And now we're going to go into SBI Holdings. And what does all this mean? You ready? Okay, let's go into it. And this is our next XRP story being made live on the show, unedited, unscripted, and let's get straight into it. So what's it all about? What is going on here? A bond, 9% stake, SBI VC trade. What's all this about? What's XRP up to now? Well, let's break it down for you. SBI Holdings launches 10 billion yen blockchain bond with XRP rewards. Sound exciting? It is, but you need to understand how it actually works and what it means for XRP. Japanese financial conglomerate SBI Holdings has announced its first security token bond, the SBI Start Bonds, with a total issue amount of 10 billion yen, which is $64.5 million, by the way. The 3-year debt instrument offers an annual interest rate of 1.85 to 2.45%, with interest paid semi-annually and credit rating of A from R&I. The bonds are built on Boostries, I bet for Fin. It's a blockchain platform. Pricing is set for the 10th of March. Oh, lovely. The day after my birthday. That'll be fun. Issuance on 24th of March and secondary market tradings begin 25th of March on Osaka Digital Exchange's STAR system. The XRP angle, investors who hold at least 100,000 yen, which is $650, and maintain an account with SBI VC Trade, SBI's crypto exchange will receive XRP token rewards. Like it? You should like it. If you're an XRP investor, you should. Of approximately 200 yen worth of XRP per $100,000 yen invested, distributed at issuance and on each interest payment date through 2029. At XRP's current price of roughly 142, that's approximately 1 XRP per distribution event at the minimum investment level. Even if the entire 10 billion issuance is fully subscribed, total XRP distributed per payment event would be roughly 129,000 against XRP's 1.4 billion in daily trading volume. So understand what this is and what this isn't. It's important. It's all over social media. Everyone's faffing around and finding out they don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, the XRP rewards are not the story. Not at all. The story is the onboarding funnel. That's what it's about. Requiring a crypto brokerage account at SBI VC Trade to receive the rewards is a deliberate strategy. SBI is using a conservative, regulated bond product to open the door between traditional Japanese retail investors and the crypto ecosystem. Once inside SBI VC Trade, those investors can cross-sold spot trading, staking, and other services. SBI's chairman, Yoshitaka Kitao, recently confirmed the company holds approximately 9% of Ripple Labs equity, a stake worth roughly $4.5 billion at Ripple's estimated $50 billion valuation. Between the Ripple equity stake, the SBI Ripple Asia joint venture, the shareholder XRP Perks program, and now this bond product, SBI is systematically building bridges between traditional finance and the XRP ecosystem. The individual numbers are small. The strategic direction is consistent and long-term. Now, we do have some information that was shared on X. Some of it's real, some of it's not. We're going to debunk the good stuff. We're going to tell you all about it right now. So, seen on X. This is Brad Garlinghouse posting on X. So, he posted this from Grayscale. Advisors are constantly asked by their clients about XRP. And in some cases, it's the second most talked about asset in this community behind Bitcoin. As Grayscale shared during Ripple's XRP Community Day Advisor. All right, there is the image there. That was shown. And let me scroll down here and give you Sensei's thoughts on what this post actually means. Grayscale's head of product and research, Ray Hench Sharif Askari, saying at Ripple's XRP Community Day that advisors are constantly being asked about XRP by their clients, and that in some cases is the second most talked about asset behind Bitcoin. It's worth sitting with. This isn't a crypto Twitter personality talking their book. This is a major senior executive at the largest digital asset manager in the world describing what financial advisors are hearing from their clients on the ground. Garlinghouse reposting it with a flex bicep tells you Ripple sees this as a valuation of exactly where they want XRP to be positioned, not as a speculative altcoin, but as the asset that sits right behind Bitcoin in the institutional conversation. When the people managing the money are telling you the demand is there, pay attention. Indeed, you must. We've got another story I want to share with you. This is from Fox News. On the move, USS Gerald R. aircraft carrier was spotted entering the Mediterranean Sea for the Straits of Gibraltar after being ordered to the region, a part of the US military buildup. Now, why am I sharing this? Because this is about to come on to our next part, which is all about the psychology of investing and how you can always win. It's very, very important. Okay, I also have some debunked information on social media around XRP. This is what we're talking about today. Faff around, find out, make up silly stories, don't know what you're talking about, and guess what happens? We report on it, we bring it all to you, and then you end up looking like an idiot. All right, so what am I talking about? This here, this is Jack the Rippler. I mean, the name tells you everything, right? Just sitting around talking absolute nonsense. It's official. Germany's bank, Deutsche Bank, has now adopted Ripple. And you see this silly post. 15,000 people looked at it. If I put a post out and tell you the truth, how we're always making money, which we always are, by the way, no one really cares. But 15,000 people, that's the trouble with crypto gamblers. They haven't got a clue what they're talking about, and they faff around all the time, and they find out all the time, and get margin called all the time. And this idiot just wants to keep promoting nonsense. So what did he say? What did this guy talk about? Let me share with you. It's utter nonsense, really. This claim is wrong on multiple levels. Yeah, it's complete and utter stupidity. But these people are stupid. And this is why we celebrate with our own FAFO range of merchandise, just calling it out all the time. There's so many idiots in this space. It's just unbearable to watch. The claim is wrong on multiple levels. The first thing, official, neither Deutsche Bank nor Ripple has issued a press release. It's not official. It's made up nonsense just to get clicks. And God knows why. Because, I mean, you earn nothing on X anyway. Just sad people want to just be sad, I guess. Joint announcement or informal statements confirming this. There is nothing. The entire story traces back to a single Der Aktionär article, which described Deutsche Bank as increasingly relying on Ripple technology based on publicly observable actions, not an official partnership announcement. Second, Deutsche Bank is not using XRP. No, it's not. Multiple outlets that cover the story, including You Today, Analytics Insight, and CoinTrust, all confirm the bank is exploring Ripple's software stack for faster messaging, payment routing, and liquidity management, not the XRP token. Deutsche Bank confirmed blockchain strategies involves completely separate projects. Partia for cross-border euro payments in Ethereum L2 called Dama2 using ZK Sync and Swift. It's a new blockchain ledger built with consensus. Posting it's official when there isn't a confirmed partnership, let alone XRP usage, is misinformation. The Deutsche Bank story may develop into something meaningful over time, but as of today, it is unconfirmed and does not involve XRP at all. Utter nonsense. But it doesn't matter to these people. They just don't care. As long as they get a few silly clicks and make themselves look arses, they just don't care. Well, that is the end of our XRP special. I hope you all enjoyed it, because we're now going to go into the next part of our story, the psychology of investing and the tariffs, and bring you much more stuff. So are you ready to go straight into it? There's loads and loads of stuff yet to come. So hopefully by now you've tapped the like button. Hopefully by now you've clicked subscribe and rung the bell, and click above my head for all the links if you want. It's pinned to the top. It's our Discord day. You can join, get all of my trades. I will onboard you on the last part. There will be a live Q&A. There will be a phone in. There will be a members only section. So there you go. There is Discord. Become a member right now. 90% discount. Everyone can get all of my trades with one-on-one support. And yep, we're always winning. We're up again today. Shall I show you? This is my position. I'm up $2,500. Shall we look at the S&P 500? The S&P 500 is down. Why are we up? Is it margin? It's got nothing to do with margin, and I'll show you on the last part if you make it through to the last part. Okay? So click above my head for all the links, down below in the description. Don't forget your FAFO range. Here's the playlist for the FAFO day. It's all here. Faff around, make up stories and find out, and we're celebrating it with the Lucasades very own merchandise. And down here is the link to Discord, where we provide all kinds of training, one-on-one support, all kinds of great stuff. I'm live in there every day after the main shows, and all my trades are shared 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with 90% discount, just $2.99. We give you the best value of anywhere. But why? Because I make money investing. I don't need to sell stuff. Even though I'm selling all this, I don't need to. It's to celebrate, give you the best deals, and we make money investing. Click above my head for all the links, down below in the description, also pinned in the comments. Over here, I shall put the playlist of FAFO, and down here, I shall put the link to the shop. Stay where you are if you're watching live. We now go into the tariffs, and the psychology of investing is all coming up. And who are those ladies, by the way? All right, that's it from me. Stay right where you are. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, if you're making it through, congratulations. It's a mammoth day. We're making live shows, back-to-back videos to give you all the information on how you can beat the market. That comes up at the end, so you're nearly there. Tap the like button, consider subscribing. It's part of FAFO Day today. If you talk nonsense, if you are an idiot on social media, posting all this nonsense everywhere, we are celebrating with a FAFO range. Faff around and find out. We're always winning. We got mugs, t-shirts, hats, hoodies. I'm even wearing them today live on the show. This is the FAFO hat with the logo, the Lucasades logo. It's all embroidered, all good stuff. All right, let's get straight into our next story, because now we are talking about the tariffs. And where do we go next, and how can we beat the market? What is going on? So, are you ready? Let's get straight into our big story of the day. There's so much to share with you, and it's exciting, really. I'm really quite excited. So let's get straight into it. It's a big week. We've got a lot going on, and we're going to share it with you. So if you've just tuned in, we are bringing you a full FAFO day with all the news, and we're now going into our next part, which is, I'm just scrolling up to it in our newsletter. It's Scottus nukes tariffs, winners and losers emerge. Yep, we're getting to it. Here we go. So let me now go away from XRP and bring you back to my portfolio, which is up. We're smashing the markets. We're winning again. Let me show you why we're winning, and let's celebrate our FAFO day. And everyone can get one-on-one support in our Discord server. 90% discount on FAFO day. You ready? So Scottus, S-C-O-T-U-S, strikes down tariffs. What's going on? I'll show them. I'll tariff them even more. What does it really mean? Well, if you understand the market, the psychology of investing comes up at the end. I'll explain how all this makes sense, and how you can always make money, and how I am always making money. Could you see this right now? So let's go into it. So Scottus, S-C-O-T-U-S, nukes tariffs. Winners and losers emerge. So what's really happened? Well, the Supreme Court just dismantled the administration's primary trade weapon, ruling 6-3 that Institutional Emergency Economic Powers Act doesn't give the president authority to tax imports. Chief Justice Roberts essentially told the White House that regulating trade doesn't mean taxing it. Within hours, a defiant President Trump pivoted to Section 122 of the Trade Act, slapping a blanket 15% tariff on all imports starting on Tuesday, tomorrow. It's a massive shift from a previous tiered system, effectively capping rates that will once hit 50% while raising the floor for others. Markets reacted instantly, with Bitcoin plunging nearly 5%. Faff around and find out. Sell off, gives it all to me. Many of you got liquidated. Many of you borrowed too much money. I bought it all over the weekend. If you are on Discord or Electrum, please share in the chat. Did you see all my trades? Put yes in the chat. I told everybody over the weekend I was going to buy, and then I shared all my trades with all the screenshots. Say yes, please fact check me. Let everybody know in the live chat I did all those things so they can read it for themselves and go, okay, Martyn did share everything. Please do share it. So Bitcoin plunged towards 64,300. Well, guess who bought some Bitcoin? I'll explain why in the psychology of investing and all about those ladies as well. Who are they from the previous streams? You know what I'm talking about? These ladies here, what's it all about? Bitcoin? I'll tell you all about it at the end in the psychology of investing. We're working our way through the day. Okay, so this reshuffle creates a messy list of winners and losers. It does. And if you know how to spot the winner, it's been a fantastic day. How to spot the winner, I'll show you on the last part of this. This reshuffle creates a messy list of winners and losers. China and Hong Kong are the clear beneficiaries for now, as their weighted average tariff rate could drop from 32% to 24%. Well, that's kind of good, isn't it, for the US? Because don't we bring in a lot of stuff from China? Yes, we do. Why did we have tariffs in the first place? Well, it's all a game. It's all a lot of nonsense. And it's the way the world is. And Donald Trump is an absolute extreme example of it. We'll cover it all later when we reveal all of these Texas ladies. All right. Okay. So let's get into it. We're already seeing Hong Kong Hang Seng Tech surge over 3% as a result. Conversely, the UK is taking a hit. After negotiating a 10% friends rate, they're now stuck with a 15% universal floor. Forget the old special interest, the special friends. There's no such thing as a special friend anyway. For us, the most critical detail is the 150-day ticking clock. Section 1.2 legally expires around July 24th, 2026, meaning this reprieve or pain as a backed-in expiration date. This is important. I'll share you Sensei's thoughts on this. This is from his newsletter. What's the 133 billion refund queue? While consumer stocks like Nike and Yeti might see margin relief, Trump predicts years of legal gridlock before any cash actually hits corporate balance sheets. In other words, he's going to kick it down the can forever. It's never going to get paid out, folks. Sorry to burst it to you, but it just isn't. It's utter nonsense. This whole thing is such a load of nonsense. It's hard to even fathom it. Anyway, so what's next? Well, we're talking about the EU. The EU freezes a trade deal amid tariff chaos. They do indeed. That's what this is all about. The EU said, we're fighting back. We're sick of it. We're having none of this. It's on, off, on, off. We've never in the history of the world seen such chaos, bad management, breaking the law. It's just ridiculous. However, if you know how to play it, you can make so much money, because one thing that Donald Trump does is he makes it great to make money on the stock market. Now, it doesn't mean the stock market's going up. The S&P's down. In fact, the S&P's flat on the year. It's rubbish. He'll tell you it's great. It's a great year. It's actually rubbish. But if you actually know how to trade it, and we share it all on Discord, you can actually make a lot of money. We'll come up to that at the end. So the EU freezes a trade deal amid tariff chaos. Absolutely bonkers. Let me go into it. The European Parliament major political blocs agreed on Monday to suspend the ratification of the Turnberry deal. All these deals that were done, we've ended up back where we started. What a waste of time. Great for me, though. Great for you. Great for the Discordians. Great for the Electrum members. You've been trading this and winning. A massive EU-US trade agreement that was slated for a March vote. It was all going well until it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't. People are so bored and tired. The consensus around the world is they just cannot wait for Donald Trump to leave office. Then it's all over. We can go back to a different world and People are just counting down the days. It's crazy. And then America can once again perhaps become a united States. At the moment, it's divided. And around the world, Trump will tell you everyone respects the United States. They're sick of it. They don't know how to navigate this. It's just chaos. The sudden freeze follows a US Supreme Court ruling that struck down the legal basis for President Trump's global tariffs, promoting the administration to pivot to a temporary 15% surcharge under Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974. European lawmakers led by the centre-right EPP and the Socialists and Democrats argue they have no other option but to halt the process until Washington clarifies if the original deal terms still stand. No one has a clue. No one's got a bloody idea what is going on. Commission has already issued a stern "a deal is a deal" statement demanding the US honour its July 2025 commitments despite the domestic legal turmoil. I've never known anything like it. It's just a joke. But as I said before, it's a great opportunity to make money, and we're going to share it all with you, how you can win. This is a significant blow to market stability because it replaces a lopsided but known trade environment with a 150-day window of extreme legal uncertainty. While the new 15% tariff is extremely lower than some previous rates, the Section 122 authority expires in July 2026 unless Congress intervenes, meaning businesses cannot accurately price contracts for the second half of the year. In other words, no one has got a bloody clue what's going on. Investors should note that the EU is already facing pressures from think tanks to reactivate 93 billion euros in retaliatory levies on the US goods. You imagine trying to be a business and structure all of this. That's how you can win if you know how to play the stock market, and we are crushing it. There's my balance right now. Look at this, $301,000. All started from $5,000. No options, no shorts, just trading and investing. I'm a long-term investor, but you can't be a long-term investor at the moment. There's no way you can be. You've got to know how to trade and how to make money. It's as simple as that. Let me come back to my crypto position, $106,000. Not bad. I think you'll agree. I've done all right, and I'm going to share all of it with you on Discord. So, a deal is a deal, and they want it sorted out. The US military backing Ukraine could also begin to unravel. Everything's falling apart. Let me give you one of Sensei's thoughts for you. See what you make of this. Sensei said to me, watch the 150-day countdown ending July 24th. If Congress doesn't extend the Section 122 authority, we could see a complete vacuum in US trade policy, or a pivot, or even aggressive sectoral investigations. No one has a clue what's going on. Well, there's more. Yes, you thought that was the end of it. No, there's even more. High stakes nuclear round. Oh my God, now we got nuclear war. Oh my, does it get any better than this? Well, it does if you're a trader. You actually love it. You think this is wonderful. So let's go on to it. We might as well. Click above my head. All the links and everything else. Tap the like button. Consider subscribing. What is the nuclear option all about? Well, let's break it down. High stakes nuclear round 3 set for Geneva. The US and Iran, and this is all part of the psychology building up to the finale of this live stream, so please stay with me. The US and Iran are headed back to the negotiating table this Thursday, February 26th, for a third round. By the way, I'm wearing my FAFA. If you can see it here, look. Faff around and find out. There you go. If you want it, martynlucasshop.com. It ends when the bell goes today, and it is gone. So get yourself some Faffo stuff. Basically, this is all about faffing around, how to make money. February 26th for a third round of indirect talks in Geneva, mediated by Oman. The meeting follows a tense month of diplomacy and a massive US military buildup in the Middle East, including 2 aircraft carrier strike groups. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, claims a diplomatic solution is still within reach. and plans to submit a written draft for a potential deal. However, the US side led by Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner has reportedly demanded a zero enrichment of uranium as a non-negotiable term and a point Tehran flatly rejects as a sovereign right. Americans aren't having it. For investors, this is a binary event with fast approaching expiration date. President Trump recently issued a 10 to 15 day deadline for a deal, but we know he just keeps moving the dates. It makes no odds. Everybody knows it. And there it is. Deadline for a deal, which aligns with a major IAEA meeting on March the 2nd. Oil markets are already twitching. Brent crude fell to roughly $70.89 a barrel on the news of the talks, as traders priced out some of the $7 to $10 risk premium tied to potential military strikes. If a framework emerges, we could see oil prices slide further towards $60. Our oil man, Stephen Lewandowski, will be loving this. If talks collapse, that premium returns instantly, especially with a secret 500 million euro Iran-Russia missile deal recently coming to light. Sense shared some thoughts with me, and he said, watch the $70 Brent level closely. If Thursday passes without a concrete Iranian proposal on enrichment, the market will likely pivot from diplomacy back to imminent strike repositioning. But there's more. You knew there'd be more. And then finally, we shall get to the big story. Well, the big story, it's my conclusion of everything when I talk about the psychology of investing. What am I talking about now? Yep, there's more chaos. Mexico's most wanted El Mencho is down. Yeah, we're going to cover this. All of this is part of the macro conditions. That's why I'm breaking it all down as we build up at the end of our XRP special into the psychology of investing. So tap the like button, consider subscribing. If you want all of my Discord links there, we're giving 90% discount. All my trades, one-on-one support, training, it's all provided there for you. And the newsletter, all of it, there it is in the chat. There'll be links at the end as well and in the description. So what's all this about? And we're also celebrating our FAFO range day. When the bell goes, it's all over. You can't get a mug or a hoodie or a hat or a t-shirt or a bumper sticker. It will be over. So, Mexican special forces killed Nemiso El Mencho Osagura Savante, the leader of Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, during a high-stakes Sunday raid in Tapalapa. Did I get that right? I hope so. Tapalpa is better. The operation involved elite military units and US intelligence support, finally edging a hunt for the man carrying $15 million bounty. The retaliation was swift. The cartel launched narco blockades at over 250 points across 20 states, burning vehicles and paralyzing infrastructure. Major travel hubs like Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta saw airports effectively shuttered, with carriers like United and American cancelling flights through midweek. It's a decapitation of an organization with assets estimated at $50 billion. Now, it's worth mentioning all this because it's all part of the overall macro conditions of how the markets are structured. This move serves a specific strategic purpose for President Sheinbaum by providing a scalp for the US. She may temporarily stall the threats of unilateral US military action on Mexican soil. However, history suggests the kingpin strategy creates a paradox for investors. Oh, investors, what's going on? That's where we come in, the Lucasades and the Discordians. We just want to make money for our families, for our future. Let all the politicians faff around and mess about, and then we are just here to make money. When leadership is removed, organizations often fragment, triggering prolonged succession wars like the one we saw after El Mayo's 2024 arrest. This instability adds a risk premium to the near-shorting trend, as violent restructuring within the CJNG could disrupt supply chains. While the peso recently touched 1713, sustained chaos may reverse those gains before the July USMCA review. Sensei shared his thoughts with me on a call and said, watch the MXN and regional logistics names this week. While the kill is a tactical win, the resulting power vacuum suggests a period of instability that could spook long-term manufacturing plays. So opportunity here to make money. But there's more. I know. Can you believe it? Shall we share some more with you? Shall we? Do you want a bit more? You want a bit more? All right, let's give you a bit more. Let's do it. Let's do it. So what is this next? You're going to like this one. You're going to like this one. Lily's turpentide keeps the weight loss crown. What's all this about? Well, I'm not going to share this with you. I'm going to give you the link to the newsletter. We're going to get now into our psychology of investing. That's enough for that. If you want the rest of it, you've got to go and read the newsletter, because we're now going to go into the psychology of investing. That's what this is all about at the end of the day, how to make money. So if you've enjoyed our day, you've had all the XRP stuff first of all, and then you had all the tariff chaos and nonsense, and now we're going to end up with how you can actually win and make some money. So let's do it all. We got a special guest on the stage. Hooray for the FAFO. Indeed. What a great timing that was. Absolutely wonderful. Do a super chat. You too can be on the show.
Geopolitical tipped $100 through super chat. Hurrah for the FAFO.
Absolutely right. The chaos, we love it. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, also pinned in the comments. If you're watching live, there is the Discord, 90% discount. There is the membership link, and the shop is martynlucasshop.com. If you want to get yourself your FAFO range and all the rest of it, it's all be sold out. Most of it is sold out already, but the all the range will be taken offline by the end of the day when the bell goes. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, mugs, you name it. So over here, I shall put the FAFO playlist of the whole day. We're now going to do the final part, the psychology of investing. And down here, I shall put for you the link to the shop, martynlucasshop.com. When that comes out, you'll be able to get all of that. All right, stay where you are if you're watching live. I'm going to end this for everybody else. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. So congratulations if you made it here on FAFO Day to the last part of our big story. Today I've been going through XRP and giving you all the news from our very own newsletter. There it is in the link. It's also below in the description. I've also been inviting everyone to join our Discord, where I will onboard you live today on the show. Right at the end of this final video, I will onboard everyone and do live Q&A and have a phone in. All that's coming up. I also promised you a day of winning information, and that's coming in Discord as well. Right at the end of this, there is the FAFO day. It ends today when the bell goes. What is it? Well, because of all the noise around the markets, we've been able to make money consistently. This is our shop, martynlucas.com. martynlucasshop.com. There is our FAFO range. You can get it all. Hang on.
At Diesel_Ada tipped $1.99 through super chat. El Mencho FAFO'd.
There's indeed El Mencho FAFO. Thank you, Diesel Raider. Get yourself a mug, get yourself a t-shirt and celebrate. And at the end of this, we'll onboard everyone on Discord. So the psychology of investing. Let me share with you my real trades, my positions, how we're always winning. So first of all, I need everyone to fact check me. We're making this live, and also please comment below when you see the video come out. Do I share on Discord and Electrum all my trades 24/7. So you know what my trades are. I tell you before over the weekend that I'm looking to buy. I then tell you what I'm doing with all the screenshots and everything. If you know that is true, say in the chat, yes. If you say, if I'm lying and making it all up, say, no, you're a bloody liar. I don't mind. Just tell the truth. Okay. So put in the chat, yes or no, if I share all my trades. Then I'd also like to say that I told everybody a year ago, if you agree with me, say yes or no, that we would not get rate cuts of 2026. If we do, no more than 1 or 2. That is true. Say yes or no if that is true. If I told you at the top of XRP and Bitcoin it was time to sell and XRP could go as low as $1 and I would end up buying back more than anyone else. If you remember that, and I wasn't even in crypto, if you remember me saying that, yes or no, did I say that? Okay. Did I make the promise to you that I would go live all day, every day and make my videos live? Not edited in the studio and just push them out whenever. I would make them live. No AI. Real. I would answer everyone's question in the chat. If I said yes, say yes in the chat. If I said to you I would never raise the prices of my memberships, including inflation, ever, say yes in the chat. Is that true? Have I said I'll always increase services and provide better services? There'll be higher tiers for those services, but I will never increase the prices of the tiers or the memberships you already had. Did I say I would go live after my shows and I'd go into Discord and provide one-on-one support, answer everyone's questions? If the answer is yes, say yes in the chat. Okay, so the psychology of investing. What you're looking at right now is all of my money. There's nothing in my bank account. I have a Robinhood UK account and I have a Robinhood US account. If you want those links, there's Robinhood UK and there's Robinhood USA. I share it all live with you on the show. There's nothing in my bank account, Bank of America. There's $10 because as I get paid and as I earn money, I just transfer it all to Robinhood. This is all of my money. You also know how much money I earn on YouTube. I've told you, if you know how much I earn on YouTube, I tell everybody how much I earn so you know what my job pays me. Just like everybody else, we all earn money. I earn money. This is not how much money you earn, however. This is buying with conviction and buying the right assets. Because if I put $1 million in here, my portfolio would not be up unless the assets I bought were up. I could be down. You all know as well, I don't short the market. I don't believe in shorting the market and I don't do options. And right now, the majority of my gains aren't even in margin because you can't be in margin on Robinhood with crypto. It's just not possible. Okay. So this is my real position, my real balance. And let me show you. So far today, if we look at the S&P 500, if you remember me telling you that the best asset to own, is the S&P 500. It is long term. Say yes. Did I say the best asset you can own long term is the S&P 500? Say yes in the chat. Say no if I didn't say that. If I also said to you, despite it being the best asset, I'm selling my S&P because it's overpriced and overvalued. If I said that, say yes. Then what did I do? I told you the best AI play in the S&P 500 is Google. If you remember me saying that and I'm telling the truth, say yes in the chat. So what did I do? Did I just say it or did I actually do it? Well, I actually did it. Did I go all in on Google? Yeah. Did I go all in on Google? Yeah. $250,000. I made all my money from trading the S&P 500 and Coca-Cola throughout the year. Did I say that Coca-Cola would go to $80? Yes. I sold it just before, around 78, 79. Why not wait to 80? Doesn't matter. I made profit. I knew it was time to take my money. I then bought Google. I told you it was the best play. I'm not the only one who thinks that, of course. Warren Buffett thinks that. Cathie Wood now thinks that. But I told you a year ago, way before Warren Buffett bought it. Now we go to the Roth IRA. Am I 100% am I 100% in the I'm just checking the time. Vaz is giving me information. I then gave you the information in my Roth IRA to buy Google as well. Look, that's another $50,000. That's $300,000 now of Google. So all of that I told you, right? Okay, now I told you that Google is part of the S&P, about 7%. It is, but it'll outperform the S&P this year, maybe 25%. If I said that, tell me yes in the chat. Did I say that or did I make it all up? I also told you Coca-Cola was a good play. I bought back in with the profits I made in the last few days with my crypto. I'm back in Coca-Cola. I told you I'd be back in Coca-Cola, and there you go. I'm up $244. That's a forever play now. It doesn't mean I'll never sell it, but it's a forever play. I can just hold it and earn some good interest, some good dividends. If you remember me saying I'll buy back in Coca-Cola and I put it on my Electrum and Discord, say yes in the chat. So there's my Google. Google is going to outperform the S&P this year. Now, when the S&P crashes, and I did tell you that we're going to get a major crash, which we will, Google will also go down, but I will trim using lots. I also told you Robinhood was a good play. And it is. I've been buying Robinhood as well, $27,000. I might buy a little bit more in a minute. In fact, I tell you what I'll do. For those of you that are on Discord and Electrum, I will share with you my Robinhood trades because there will be some today. I'm pretty confident of that. I will share my Robinhood trades on Discord and Electrum later. Okay, I want to wrap this up because very shortly we're going to go over live to Donald Trump. That this is a big one. I think, is it a big one? I'm not so sure it is. I'll just check that in a moment. But anyway, here is the psychology of investing and why I'm always winning. I might not win on every single day. That's the battle, but I always win the war. Why? So let's break it down. Let's make this really, really simple. Does everyone tap the like button and does everyone click subscribe? Okay. You all now got Discord. I'll onboard everybody at the end of this in a minute. Please click Discord. 90% discount. It's in the chat for everybody now. It'll also be in the video description and pinned for everybody who watches it later. If you want to be a member on YouTube, Electrum member, you might want to do that and get all my trades there as well. Okay, no price increases ever. No discount, just the same price, no inflation, none of that stuff. All right, okay, there's my X and Instagram, and there's my all links. So, the psychology of investing is understanding this. The market will always play silly buggers with you. Politicians will always lie and philander. They'll always make up stories. The market will always overbuy. It'll always oversell. It'll always overreact. Greed and selfishness is everywhere. There's more stupid people than there are smart people. It's why it's easy for rich people to make money because most people are lazy. Most people are stupid. It's just the truth. You don't like it, but it is what it is. People play follow the leader. They join groups to make them feel important. All this, that's just the way it works. It's what social media is. It's not social at all. It's antisocial. It's people gathering around talking nonsense. We don't do that here. We go live and we give you the facts and information so you can always win. You've all been answering questions to verify everything I've said is true, so everyone knows what I'm saying is true. So how am I winning, and why did I buy Google when I bought it? Why did I sell the S&P when I sold it? And why did I buy Bitcoin last night? That's going to surprise everybody. Yep, I bought some Bitcoin last night. And guess what? I'm up on it. I'm up 1.44. There you go. I bought some Bitcoin. I bought some XRP and I bought some Robinhood and I bought all the rest of it. You know what I've been doing. So why? Well, this is what it comes down to, folks. Don't listen to noise. Read the numbers. Oh, I don't want to read numbers. That's hard work. That's why you'll lose. It's called discipline, it's called education, and it's called stamina. Never giving up and always remaining in the game. This is what we do. Nobody will work harder than me, and if anyone works harder than me, I'll work even harder. You'll never beat me. I'll always work the hardest of anybody. So, the psychology of investing is this. Surround yourself by winning people. These are winning people. As you all know, I've told you before, I played in Mark Cuban's house and all these wonderful things, toured all over the world. Make friends with the richest, most powerful, most influential people. Guess what? These people don't hang out in the stupid bar in town. These people are winners. These people are some of the richest women in America. These are some of my friends. You hang out with people, you talk to people, you educate yourself, and you learn. And when you learn, you understand. And when you understand, you always make money. It's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. So why did I think then that Google was the best buy? Why did I think XRP was the best buy? Was it because someone told me? Was it because a bunch of multimillionaires and billionaires told me? Or what was the reason? No, it wasn't. But it is where the money goes. Follow the money. Follow the money. You'll always be there. But what we try to do is lead the money. And this is why I don't trade, where I don't share my trades online wherever possible, unless it happens live. I do it on Discord and Electrum. So we don't tell people what we're doing. We do it behind a paywall. Yes, it's a couple of bucks, but that way real investors get information and it's not shared online and people don't pump and dump us. They don't short the market. And more importantly, data centers that use AI don't pump and dump us either. This is important. But why? Why did I buy XRP and why did I buy Bitcoin and why did I buy Google, particularly Google? Well, because if you look at the balance sheet, and it has nothing to do with Warren Buffett buying it, but obviously he thinks the same. Look at the balance sheet. It's going to outperform every other AI play. And even if the market crashes and Google will go down, of course it will. It's not going to sort of get away from that fact. At the end of the day, though, if you look at the balance sheet and you study and you realize who is buying and why they're buying, you understand it's a great business. It's not a stock, not a price. It's a business. And it's going to go up maybe 25, 30% this year, way outperform the S&P. Now, this takes time. This takes discipline. You've got to talk to the people that are buying it, understand why they're buying it, and who they're talking to. These are some of those people shared for the very first time here today with you. All right? This gets shared on our Discord all the time, all this stuff, who we're talking to, what's going on. So, XRP and Bitcoin. Now, let me focus on Bitcoin a second because I don't think we need to talk any more about XRP. Why Bitcoin? I've been saying to you, Bitcoin's pointless, doesn't serve any purpose. It's true. Well, why have I bought it? Remember, when you invest, you're not investing with something because you like it. Too many people buy XRP because they say they like it. They're part of a fan club. They're part of some cult. They like it if they think it fixes problems. They've no idea what they're talking about. They don't know who's buying it. They don't understand that most of the people that are teaming up with Ripple aren't using XRP. We showed you that in the first part. But it's all about a belief system. But not a belief as in I just follow my mate down the pub. No, not at all. You've got to understand what belief really means. Belief isn't, well, all my mate said and it's on X, so it's going to $1 million. That's not belief. That's stupid. That means nothing. Why I bought Bitcoin is because it's like the Mona Lisa. There's one Mona Lisa, there's 21 million Bitcoin, so it's not quite as scarce. But the point is, Mona Lisa and gold is only valuable because we believe it is. Some people would say it's a rubbish painting. There's nothing special about the Mona Lisa, but we have adopted it and we've said this is special. We've adopted and we believe Bitcoin is special. I don't have to believe it. I couldn't care less. It doesn't do anything. I don't use it. It's not a payment system, but it is a digital asset that is scarce and it is unique from that point of view. Now, more people now are unbalanced by the government. No one trusts the government anymore. No one trusts, even those that support Donald Trump don't trust Donald Trump. You never know what he's going to do. And that doesn't even really matter anyway, because in a few years he'll be gone and everything will change. No one trusts the president. No one trusts the government. Enough people now believe that Bitcoin is the digital gold, and that's all that matters. Now we've reached a point when enough people have sold it and it's all being controlled now by about 5 or 6 people. That's dangerous, but also those 6 people are committed to the cause. Virtually every retail investor that borrowed money and leverage is gone. They got wiped out. So why isn't it popping up? Why doesn't every millionaire in the world just rush out tomorrow and buy Bitcoin? Kind of makes sense. Why don't they all just buy it and it will go up? Well, it's not how it works. Right now, there's a buying opportunity. I'm not buying it because I think it's great or amazing or join a fan club. I buy it because I recognize it's going up and it's probably going to go up to $150,000 this year. Well, I just paid $65 for it, so I can 3x my money. I mean, That's pretty good, isn't it? 3x my money without doing anything. So yeah, I'll do that. And enough people, when it bounces, will suddenly start buying it and it will go up. So I'm not worried. I don't see it as an asset I can use. I don't like it, love it. I couldn't care less about it. What I like doing is winning and making money. So as the psychology of investing comes down to these very simple principles. You find an asset that's undervalued by reading the balance sheet. Speak to the people that actually know. Speak to the people that are actually connected. Speak to the people that are connected with the oil barons, the millionaires, the billionaires. Where is the money going? Socialize with these people. Make friends with them. Get on the phone. These are my friends, okay? I share more of this in Discord all the time. And then follow the money. It's simple. And that way you can always win. Don't guess, don't gamble, understand. Understand is power, power is understanding, and it requires discipline. I shared with you last night in a new channel on Discord, which is one of our premium channels. I shared with you these thoughts. It's a new channel on Discord. Nearly all of you missed it. It's a bit of a shame really, but nearly all of you missed it. I shared this with you last night, 2 nights ago in Discord. It's a premium channel. I said, Martyn, I'm introducing the channel, okay? So I'm talking as a third person. Martyn will share his inner thoughts and strategies in the psychology of investing, building wealth, managing money, and achieving a perfect credit score. That's right. I have a perfect credit score on 2 continents. I don't know how many people have that, but I do. And I'll share with you how to achieve that in this channel. Building financial freedom and, most importantly, peace of mind. This is a calm, peaceful channel. Comments are not enabled, just a place for my inner thoughts. You are invited to react and hopefully find these thoughts useful, helpful, and inspiring. Only 10 people saw it. You're all focusing on the trades, the prices. What goes behind all of this is more important, and most of you miss it all. You're too busy focusing on the prices. After over 40 years of traveling all over the world, visiting and performing, working and doing business in every major capital, I want to share what I've experienced along the journey. So I shared that with you. Life journey is not about the things or the stuff. It's about the people you meet and experience life with. This will shape you. So experience as much as you can, but always protect your heart. Very important that, okay? I shared this with you as well. When it's time to buy, you won't want to. And that's exactly what's happening now. Nobody wants to buy Bitcoin right now. So when investing, you don't have to like or agree with the company or you keep or the asset you own. Just feel confident in the fact that the value is likely to increase. Investing isn't always pretty. Focus on the goal, not the here and now. Now, all that was shared in my Discord in that premium channel, and only a handful of people read it. People were too busy waiting for the trades, which then they missed. Because I don't know whether they're sleeping or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I do my best to help you. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to end this, and then we're going to go to members only. So let me do some. Let me do that right now. Let me wrap this up and go members only. In fact, I don't need to do that. I'll stay as I am. Let me finish this out right now. So the FAFO range of merchandise is about to come to the end. When the bell goes today, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, faff around, get bad information, find the wrong stuff, and you lose money. Understand, join our Discord, one-on-one support, the number 2 best-selling newsletter in the world on Substack, which is the number 1 place for financial newsletters. We own that. Sensei's very own newsletter. It's the show notes for the show. So click above my head for all the links down below in the description. You can get all those links. You can get the Discord, 90% discount, $2.99 to be a member. It's crazy. We're here to help people. We don't sell our Discord. Some people charge $1,000 for what we do. We do it for $2.99. Why? Because I make money investing. I don't need to sell trading programs. I do just to provide a service and keep bots out. That's why it's only $2.99. All right? Or become an Electrum member. All the links above my head, down below in the description. Stay where you are. We're now doing Q&A. Over here, I shall post the FAFO range, all the XRP, the tariff news, and the final psychology of investing. And down here, I will share the links for you for the shop, martynlucasshop.com. It ends very, very shortly, and when it's gone, it's gone. And there, one final look at it before I wrap this up. In fact, I haven't got time. Have I got time? Because the end screen will look a bit weird. Right, there we go. That's messed me end screen up. I've got to do it again now. There's the shop. I'll do it again. Click above my head, down below, here, over here, and over here. Stay where you are if you're watching live. I'm now going to do live Q&A and a live phone-in. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I hope... whoops, Daisy, where's my little bloody thing gone? That's it. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, now it's time to do live Q&A. So let's wrap this up, and I'm going to go and have my breakfast. So, did I get anybody onboarding? Yes. Oh, right, we did. We're going to go to members only, so we can answer all questions, comments, and questions. Let me make it members only. Okay, now please repeat your comment and question. There you go. If you've made a comment or question, please now repeat it. Right, a number of people have applied to be on the service. Harry M. Ludi. Okay, so we're going to look at your application form. And you have just a couple of hours now. We've reduced it from 12 to a couple of hours to choose your membership level. It's a premium server. It's not available for free, just to keep bots and trolls out. So at the end of the day, you can... You've got just a couple of hours to choose your membership. If you don't, you'll be kicked from the server. So I'm just looking at our applications now. And the first thing that you need to do, if you get approved and if you get through, is to send me a friend request. I've sent you all the information. That's there to protect you. If you don't choose a membership, you will be kicked and your friendship request will be deleted and taken away anyway. All right, so there we go. I've just done the latest ones. Have we got any friend requests this morning? No, so please be careful. Until you send me a friend request, you could be following a scammer. We want to make that absolutely clear. Okay. Right. I'm kicking someone now called Raz Venili. You applied. You didn't upgrade, you didn't choose a membership, so unfortunately we are kicking you from the server. That's gone. And the rest have just joined a few minutes ago. So you've got a few minutes, a few hours actually, to do it. If you'd like to do that, you can do that. All right? Okay. Now then. Let me just delete that. Just deleting these applications that have been unsuccessful. Okay. Now, if anyone is not a member yet, if you've not sent me a friend request, please do. It protects your account. Right, we're now going to go to comments and questions. No one gets left behind. Everyone gets answered. So here we go. Any rumors coming out of a Mar-a-Lago meeting of the minds? Any rumors? I've got nothing at all on that story at all, Diesel Raider. Anyone watching Trump speaking now? Trump is speaking now, but it's just it's a family's remembrance ceremony. It's not that important for us to cover, so I'm not doing it. If it was important, I would cover it, but it isn't much. It's a remembrance. If anyone would like me to switch to it, it's just started a moment ago. I can switch to it. It's just started. It's a remembrance day. That's what it is. Anyway, if you like me to, I'll cover it in a moment. Martyn, you never talk about Tesla. Is it because you think there's no money to be made? I wouldn't buy Tesla because it's overbought, overpriced. Doesn't matter how good it is. You can't buy. I don't buy no value. Martyn, say we will watch. We can watch that. I'm not on Discord anymore. I have Electrum, so I dropped Discord. No, I'm not on Discord anymore, says David. I have Electrum, so I dropped Discord. Okay, David, no problem at all. Remember, David, Electrum gives you all the trades. Discord gives you the community, the one-on-one shows. There's lots we do in there. I don't know if you've seen it. Oh, pity now. We are all there. POTUS is speaking. We would be the smart to take out a loan at 33%. No, you don't take out a loan no, that would be silly. No. Don't take out a loan. There's no need. You can just trade. Right, okay. So it looks like we've got no more comments and questions. So what I'll do then is we'll wrap this up and we'll go live to the President of the United States. He's only just started speaking. We'll only be a minute behind, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Schedule a stream. I will create an event for you. All right, we'll switch to it right now. It'll just take me a couple of seconds to set it up. We'll go live right now. And we'll switch over to the President of the United States. We've covered everything anyway, so it was good timing. It's only just started. It's only just been a minute. So it won't make any difference at all. You'll be a minute behind. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Let me give you the link. Edit this. Customization. And we're going to go over to it now. Okie dokie. Let me bring it up on the screen. Okay, the President of the United States just gone live. It could be important, but we're a minute behind, but it's no big deal. Live now. There you go. If you want the shop, it's when the bell goes, it's all over. Right, red or green week. It's red for the markets. It's green for me. So you can take that how you want. Let's end the poll. Right, we're going there right now. The President of the United States. We are about a minute behind. Doesn't really matter. It's only a minute or so, but we're going there live right now. So stay where you are. Click on the link. Let's go and hear what he has to say. All right. Okay. Let's rock and roll. I'll see you right there right now. Take care of yourselves and each other.